recording it now. Okay, we are recording. And I will share my screen. And then at the end of, after sharing the screen, okay, so I will talk about what you need to do. We'll go to Zoom, to Schoology, I beg your pardon, have a look at what you have to do over the course and over this week. And then we'll have the breakout session right at the end. All right, so let's get started. If you have any questions as we go, please ask them in the chat bar. Now, a few of you have already emailed me today or asked me questions about Edpuzzle. Okay, so what I'll do during the writing class, or during this session, I will actually address Edpuzzle for both writing and also for communication. Okay, we'll make sure we fix any problems now. All right, so I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. Okay, welcome to those people who came a little bit late. And here we are. Okay. So hopefully you can all see this. What you are looking at now is one of the 2 new Schoology pages. Okay. Let me just show you what that means. Okay, you'll notice I have lots of Schoology pages. You should have 3 at the moment. You should have the one that we did in quarters 1 and 2. You should have this one for communication and this one for writing. Okay. Now this one I reopened just as a way of giving you information to make it easy for you to join the communication and writing classes. This is only going to be open for a week. I'll just click on it and show you what I mean. In about 1 week's time, or even less, I think, so tomorrow, in fact, this course will be what's called archived, okay? It'll be closed and you will no longer be able to access this course from tomorrow. You won't see it. When you click on courses, you won't see it anymore. Well, the 2 courses that you'll have left will be the writing course and the communication course, okay? Make sure you go to the correct course. And each week you will need to look at both because there will be instructions for writing in here, of course, and for communication in here. So let's have a look at the writing course. Okay, when you come into Schoology, and let's have a look and see who has already registered. Okay, we'll start right there. That's a good place to start. Now I will scan down or scroll down this page slowly. Please check to see that your name is here. If you have not signed up to the writing class, you need to do so. The code is here. I also put the code on the beef page, okay? So this is beef. And you will see on beef, I've put the codes for both courses, okay? Here and here. This is our writing page. Okay. So if you need to join a course, if you have not done it yet, that's where the information is. It's also on the existing Schoology communication page, but remember that will close tomorrow. All right, so Yuto, Yuna, Kaede, Daiki, Araki, Takehide, Kosuke, Rin, Risaki, Ryuhei, Maho, Yutaka, Reina, Daito, Hiroyuki, Kanta, Yutaro, Rinpei, Yusuke, Yoshifumi, Soki, Takeru, Koki, Kenji, Kurodo, Saori, Takumi, Akio. Okay, you are all here. Let's have a look at the next page. Yuya, Yuki, Shoma, Ayaka, and Shinichiro, I beg your pardon. So that means 30, okay, it says 35, but that includes me and Rook Sensei, who I have on this page, so I can show him how to use Schoology. So we have 38 members in the class. We have 35 here, which means only 33 students. That means that 5 of you have not joined this class. If I did not read out your name, you need to join this class, okay? And while we're at it, we'll just have a quick look at the communication class, all right? Just to cover all our bases. Remember, you have to join both classes. And I won't read out everybody's names. I'll just say that there are 34 people. So one of you has joined the writing class, but not the communication class, okay? So please make sure that you have joined both classes on Schoology. Okay. Now, that means there are 35 people watching, so maybe that is everybody who's here, okay? So let's get started. Let's find out what you'll be doing over this semester. Again, just like with the communication class in quarter 1 and quarter 2, okay, I've put all the information into folders, okay? So I've organized this so we have the quarter 3 classes. I have an information page in the writing class about the course. I have a course preparation folder, same as before. That's important, okay? And we'll look at that a little bit later. If you have any questions, please put them in here. I noticed someone has already asked me a question. I can't remember if it was here or the other one. Was the other one, okay? Someone asked me a question in here. Thank you for that. And that was what told me that there might be a problem with the Edpuzzle. So your questions are really helpful, okay? If you have a question, please ask me, because often it tells me that there is a problem, and the quicker you ask me, the faster I can fix it. So Yuto let me know that he's having a problem with Edpuzzle, and just straight after that, Saori also told me that there was a problem. So 2 people having a problem means that maybe there's something wrong. Okay, I'll come to Edpuzzle a little bit later, and hopefully we can fix that problem. So as I said, if it's a general problem, please write it in here. You guys use this section very well in quarters 1 and 2, and let's do the same thing in quarters 3 and 4. So like I said, you can either send me a mail through Schoology or put your questions into the general questions forum. Please try to make sure you put your questions into the correct class page. So writing questions in here and communication questions in the other one. Okay, let's come here first and look at what you have to do for week 1, okay? And that will bring us out to the other information later. You'll see I've got everything set up for writing and for communication. Okay, we're ready to go. Quarter 3 will be 100% online. Having said that, I know some of you are actually going into campus. And if that's the case, that's great. You can talk to each other and help each other. In quarter 4, I think we're going to have face-to-face classes, which I know some of you will be really happy about. We're not quite sure how that's going to work yet, whether it'll be everybody at the same time or whether it'll be in separate, smaller groups, okay? But we'll let you know at the end of quarter 3 what will be happening in quarter 4. But as far as the lessons are concerned, that's not going to change very much, all right? Everything is online, especially for quarter 3. As before, for quarters 1 and 2, you come into the weekly folder, and the first thing you should do is read the instructions. And I think a lot of you have already done this because you've started doing the work already, which is great. So I will mainly talk about the writing class because it's new. And then at 11 o'clock, I'll go into detail in the communication class. Now for writing this week, we'll do these activities. Okay, we're doing the Zoom meeting right now. At the end of the Zoom meeting, I will take the recording and upload it to YouTube, and I will put that down here. Okay, the recording will go here. This Zoom meeting link will be the same every week, and it will be the same for both the writing and the communication classes. Okay, just to keep it simple. That's why the time here is from 9:30 to 11:30, because I've set it up for 2 hours. It's the professional version, but our session for writing will only be normally 9:30 to 10. And for the communication class, it'll be, we'll start again at 11 and it will finish 11:30. Today's class might go a little bit longer, because there's more to talk about in the first class, and also because we'll do the breakout session at the end. We're going to talk about the websites that you need to register on. We're going to have a look at the course. We'll do an introduction to the course. You'll look at the textbook. Okay, you should have 2 new textbooks. One for writing and one for the new communications class. And then we'll actually start doing a writing activity. This week, you'll be practicing using emails, and you'll need Edpuzzle to do this. Every week, there will be a timed writing, from weeks 1 to 6, there will be a timed writing activity. And I will explain what that is today. There will be a sentence combining activity, and I'll explain what that is as well. Okay. And then we'll have a look at the homework. There's also a special announcement today. The library staff have put together a video explaining how to use the library, and I've put that link at the bottom of this page, and I'll show you that later. So we're pretty much done with the Zoom meeting. Let's have a look at what websites you need to register with. Okay. Oh, I've put in a weekly schedule. Okay. Now this may get changed a little bit, but basically it's all there. The idea is that from next week on, we'll try and keep the same routine. We'll work a little bit from the textbook. Okay. Then there are Schoology assignments that we will give you to help prepare you for your writing task, or there will be a writing task. And there will be, for the first 4 weeks, there will be a video for you to watch. Again, instruction on how to write. And this semester, in quarter 1 and 2, the emphasis will be on writing a paragraph. Next year, when we do writing C and D, we will expand on what you learned this year in quarters 3 and 4, and we will take your paragraphs and turn them into essays. Okay, so what you are doing this quarter is very important. You will need this to be able to write essays next year. So we're going to slowly, carefully show you the basics of writing a paragraph. Then we'll get into writing more complicated paragraphs, and then next year you'll be writing essays. So each week also there will be the timed writing topic will change. We've given those to you. The reason we've given those to you is because everybody will write about the same topic, and then you will share what you've written in a forum, okay? And you'll comment on each other's ideas. The sentence combining There's just different units, okay? There are actually 12. You'll do 6 in Qtr3 and 6 in Qtr4, and I'll explain those in more detail in just a moment. Again, today there will be a lot of information. It's all going to be recorded on Zoom, and I'll put it on YouTube and put the link here, okay? But if you have any questions, you can either ask me now during Zoom, or you can put it in the general questions forum, or send me a message on Schoology. All right, this is what you need to register with for the writing class, okay, for quarters 3 and 4. You already have Schoology. You just need to join the new class, all right? You also used quizzes in communication, but again, I've put you into 2 new classes. So with quizzes, it's very easy. All you need to do is click on the link and you will automatically be in the correct class. So don't do anything for quizzes unless you haven't registered. There were 2 students who didn't register. I will contact those 2 students personally and let them know that they need to register and give them the information to do that. So quizzes, very easy. Just click on the link and then sign in. Edpuzzle, we will look at today. You need to register with that. And Zoom, of course, if I think you've all registered with Zoom, otherwise you wouldn't be here. Having said that, we only had 36 students in the room. So that means that 3 of you at least are not here. Now, do this with all new websites that we register with, okay? Write down the details so that you don't lose your login ID or your password. For each website, write down the name of the website. URL is sometimes handy, but usually you can Google that. Really important, the login ID, okay? It's going to be an email address or a student number or maybe your name, okay? Write down what it is and the password. Now, just as a tip, what I would suggest with the password is all of the websites we are registering with for learning English, use the same password. Create one password that you can remember, okay? One good, strong password. And then use that password for all of them, okay? Use it for Schoology, for quizzes, for Edpuzzle, and for any other websites. So Flipgrid, for example. Just have the one password, and that will mean that you're much less likely to forget the password, okay? The login ID, though, is going to be different. So make sure you record what your login ID is for all of those websites. Okay, keep the information somewhere safe, but easy to find. Now, we will look at Edpuzzle and then quizzes. Oh, sorry, with quizzes, as I said, you don't need it. When you register with a new website, though, please make sure that you use the English version of your name, okay? If you do a quiz or if you submit something on one of these websites and you have used kanji or katakana, it might not get graded, right? Because I might not want to go and find out who you are. So please use the English version. All right, Edpuzzle. With quizzes, like I said, just ignore this, okay? Quizzes, you're fine. You just need to click on the link. But Edpuzzle, you need to register with Edpuzzle. To do that, you need to go to the green folder and read the how to register with Edpuzzle. So let's do that right now. Just don't get dizzy. I'm going to spin this up. The green folder that I'm talking about is this one, course preparation activities. And you'll notice it was the same in communications class. Now, I only have two folders in here that you will be able to see. I have how to register with Edpuzzle, and I have the paragraph writing instructions video. I've unpublished this one because, as I said, you don't need to register with quizzes. You already have. Okay, everybody is in quizzes already. I moved you into the classes. I'll just show you. Okay, so here's the writing class. Okay, I've already put everybody in here. As I said, there are 2 people missing. Okay, there are 2 people missing. I will contact those 2 people and I will ask them to register separately. If you don't see your name here, okay, I'll scan up very slowly. If you don't see your name here, it means you aren't registered and you will need to register with quizzes. And Yuna, sorry to use you as an example, but Yuna used the kanji. I had to go and search and find and then edit her name. It takes me a long time to do that. It would be much easier if everybody just put in their English name in the to begin with. It makes it much easier for me. Okay. Same with the katakana, and Maho used her nickname, Bebe. So that was even more confusing. I had to go and find out who you were. Okay, so I'll go slowly, sorry. If you don't see your name here, please contact me, okay? Or I will come and contact you. All right, so that's the writing class, and actually the communication class is the same. There's one less person in here for some. Oh, that was me. Oh no, there's one less person in here. I don't know why that is. Okay, again, this is the communication class. We've got 38. I think that's everybody actually. If you don't see your name in here, please let me know. Okay. Okay, so that's quizzes. You're already in there. All you need to do is click on the link. Now, Edpuzzle. To register with Edpuzzle, come in here, open up the Google document. Okay, I spent a lot of time putting these instruction documents together to try and make it easy for you to register. Inside the instruction document, there's a lot of explanation. Sorry for too much English perhaps, but this is to save lots of questions later, okay? I'm trying to put more information than less. One quick hint or warning, do not use Explorer, okay? As a web browser, you are much better to use Chrome, or I haven't got it here, but the second best one is actually the Microsoft Edge web browser because it's based on Chrome. Following that, Firefox would be a 3rd choice and Safari would be a 4th choice. Now, Explorer has so many problems with it. It has problems with Schoology, it has problems with Flipgrid, it has problems with English Central even. It has problems, in fact, they are discontinuing Explorer. Microsoft owns Explorer and they don't like it. So please don't you use it. Otherwise, you will be sending me emails going, why doesn't this work? Why can't I use Edpuzzle? Why can't I use Flipgrid? And it will be because maybe you're using the Internet Explorer web browser. So to make it really simple, just use Chrome. If you have Chrome, use it. If you don't, it's free to download, okay? If you're at the university at the moment, you might not have Chrome on the university computer, but you will have Firefox, okay? So use Firefox, okay? So if you're at university in the computer lab and you can't find Chrome, you do have Firefox. If you click on the Windows logo, which is down here on a Windows PC, okay, I'm actually using a Mac, but on a Windows PC, the Windows logo is here. If you click on that, you will see the Firefox logo and hopefully the Chrome logo, okay? But unfortunately, on those computers, the default is still Explorer, and that is a problem. Okay, so use Chrome, use Firefox, don't use Explorer. There is a YouTube video I've also put together for you which explains how to register with Edpuzzle. But very simply, click on the link to go to Edpuzzle, click on sign in for the first time. After that, you only need to log in. You are a student, so click I'm a student. Click sign up using Edpuzzle. Don't sign in with Google, okay? Use your student email or use another email and create a password, okay? Sign in with Edpuzzle. Then there is a password, okay, for logging into the two different pages. And this is where we'll have a look at the different information on writing and on communication. Now the password for the writing class is this one, DIFIMNO, okay? Put this password in for the writing class and click, okay? And then it'll ask you for your name. Now you only have to do this the first time because once you are registered, you don't need to register again. All you need to do is join a different class, okay? So if you already, it says here, if you already have an account, just log in, okay? It says that right there. So this is the first time. If you haven't registered, you will need to do this the first time. First name in English, last name in English. When it asks for your username, please put in your student number and don't put the letter in, don't put the W at the end. You make a password, and like I said, try to make the same password that you use for your other websites. So let's have a look at Edpuzzle and see who's already done that. All right, this is the communication class. We want the writing class. Hang on a moment. There we go. Okay, so writing A and B. Okay, DIFIMNO, that's the class code. We have 23 students in here at the moment. Everybody, Yuki, you did the W, but that's okay. I'll deal with that. Okay, so everybody has done a good job, okay? But you will all need to register with Edpuzzle so that you can do the first week writing activity, all right? Now, I want to just go quickly to the communication page because a few people were having problems with that. This is our communication English page. Only 14 are in here. People were saying that they were struggling with this. I think maybe it's because they were trying to register twice, okay? Now, this is the class code, and it is actually in the communication course preparation folder. I just want to show you, okay, so how to register with Edpuzzle. This is the only one you have to register with for the communication class. This is the class code, all right? If you click on this link, it should take you straight to that class code. It should take you straight to this page. You just need to log in or have already been logged in, and it should put you in there straight away. Again, with the example, Shohei Ohtani, famous Kobe University student, sorry, joking. First name Shohei, okay, that would go in the first name box, last name Ohtani. But as I said, everybody's doing it the right way. That's, hey, nice job, Maho, good job. No bebe that time. Okay, so everybody's done it. Okay, so we want all 38 students or 39 students in here, and we want all 39 students in the writing one as well. And the reason for that is because there are different assignments. Okay, in the communications class, there are all of these assignments. And in the writing class, if I can find it again, okay, there will be these 4. So we need to keep them separated. That's why there are 2 classes. Okie dokie. Let's go back. Now, if those people who are struggling to join the communication ed puzzle are still having problems, please let me know later and I will help you personally. Okay, we can do a one-on-one Zoom and I can help you. Okay, so as far as English writing English goes, that's all you need to register for. Okay, you already have Flipgrid. You already have quizzes. Most of you, not all of you, have registered on Schoology. And so that's the only new one that you need to register with. And for the communication class, all of you have English Central. Okay, so that's it, just Ed Puzzle. All right, now, here we go, course introduction. There is, on the top page of the course, a welcome to the course information page. What you need to do is read through that page. I'm just going to show it to you here, so I don't have to keep scrolling through. Okay, when you go into the course, it's at the top of the page, welcome to the course. When you click on this, it gives you the information for the writing class. And I'll just cover this quickly, all right? Same process, log into Schoology, open up the weekly folder, read through the instructions, do the activities one at a time, okay? And when you're finished, check the homework. Make sure that you've covered all the homework. The goals for the writing course are to improve your writing speeds, okay? That's what we call the timed writing practice. We're looking for writing fluency. We want to help you improve your writing through making your sentences better, okay? We're gonna make your sentences more complex. And the way we're going to do that is what's called sentence combining, where you take 2 or 3 short sentences and you combine them into one longer sentence. All right, so we'll have a look at that a little bit later. And you will be taught, or you will learn over quarters 3 and 4, how to write a paragraph. So like I said, the objectives to increase your writing speed and your writing fluency, to increase the complexity of your sentence writing, and to be able to understand what a paragraph is, how it's structured, and to be able to write one. Okay. To do that, we will use a textbook called From Paragraph to Essay, Writing Essays. We will do timed writing activities. You'll do 6 of those in quarter 3 and another 6 in quarter 4. This will actually be graded, of course, and then we'll do the sentence combining, and I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. The supporting material is basically the textbook and a group of different websites, including Edpuzzle, Quizzes, and a Kahoot, okay, which I've put down here. This is the textbook, okay? You should have all bought this for the writing course. You'll be using it this year in quarters 3 and 4, and then again next year for the essay section in quarters 1 and 2. So make sure you buy this. You need this week so that you can actually do the textbook writing quiz. Evaluation, homework and assignments, which will be all the quizzes and things, 30%. Writing assignments, you have to write 2 paragraphs. You also have to write outlines and do a couple of model essays, model paragraphs. that's going to be worth 40%. And then all the quizzes, including an end of semester quiz, end of quarter, 2 end of quarter quizzes will be worth 30%. Okay. So that's the course in a nutshell. Now, to make sure that you remember all that, I've made a quizzes activity. When you do this activity, you need to have this page open, okay? Open up this page, read through it, take about 10 minutes, and then do the quiz. All of the answers to the quiz, and in fact, let's just have a little play, see if make sure it works. I hope it lets me in. All right. Okay, resume attempt or start over. This reads everything aloud. You might want to turn this off or you might want to leave it on, okay? I'll just start again, start over, reattempt. Okay, yes. Okay, you hear the music. Okay, when you're ready, start the game. You'll see the deadline is next week. Okay, you have 1 week to do that. Got a few other people playing this game. All right, no problem.
Question: what will the website quizzes be used for? Option 1, to upload video presentations for feedback.
Okay, I'll just pause that. In fact, I'll get out of it. So you can see, well, hopefully you saw that the answers come from this page. Okay, that's where the answers are. All right, I don't think there's many questions. I think there's only about 8 questions in there. Textbook. There is also a textbook quiz. Okay, like I said, you will need to buy the textbook. We will be using it from next week. Okay, from next week, you will need to have the textbook. You actually need it this week just so that you can do the textbook quiz. Now, the quiz is going to use a different website called Kahoot, which is this one. You don't have to register for this, but when you log in, it'll ask you for a nickname. When you get that nickname, okay, when you are asked for that nickname, please type in your student number. All right? Don't put in a nickname. Type in your student number. And this is what it looks like. Hopefully this will work. Okay, so this is the Kahoot website. Very similar to Quizzes. And in fact, I used it before Quizzes, but I think Quizzes is better. But I'd already made all these quizzes. So there we go. You can see you get this. There are 10 questions. When it says join the name, use put in your student number, you can see a couple of people have already done that, which is fantastic, and then click go. Okay, you have limited time for each question. You only have 30 seconds or up to a minute, depending on the question. Okay, I'm just going to get out of that. So you can only do this quiz with the textbook next to you. You won't be able to answer any of the questions unless you have the textbook. So once you have the textbook, please take the quiz. The idea of the quiz is to guide you through the different parts of the book that we will be using. All right? Again, you have until next week. Edpuzzle. Now, first activity for you is writing emails. Okay. Click on this link after you have registered with Edpuzzle. If you haven't registered with Edpuzzle, it will ask you to when you click on this link. The Edpuzzle was created by Professor Rooks. Okay, this particular video was created by Professor Rooks, and it goes through how to write emails. It's quite long. It takes about 8 minutes. Now, with the Edpuzzle, let's see if I can just show you this one here, writing emails. Okay, see if I can play it. I don't know if it will let me. Okay, you click on here and it will start. There are questions. Is it working? Okay, see if that works.
Hello students. Today we are going to learn about how to write.
As you go through here, there are questions which you have to answer. Sorry, it's 11 minutes long.
However, many students make some common mistakes.
Okay, but it's a good video. It takes you slowly and carefully through how to write an email, and the questions are designed to get you to understand the important points. Okay, so it will stop at a certain point and it will ask you the question. You can replay that the information up until the question if you want to. All right, so that's the Edpuzzle. As I said, you will need to register with Edpuzzle before you can do this. Let's just see what happens if I log in. I want a better example than that one. Okay, I know we've gone over time. It's already 10:15. But as I said, this first lesson, that's much better. Okay, this first lesson, there's a lot to explain. From weeks 2 onwards, our classes will take much less time. So if you click on here, each one of these is a question. And I'm just going to see if I can cheat and get a little bit closer. There we go.
Close friend or co-worker. Maybe a party invitation or a nomikai invitation. Other examples are sharing something on social media or some sort of...
The other thing you can do, you see there's a CC caption. If you click on that, English,
message.
If you want,
on SNS.
You can read and listen to what he's saying. Now, there is the first question. You see it stopped, and the question is, which of the following is not an example of an informal email? And all the information that you would have just heard up until this point will give you the answer. All right? So then you can re-watch if you want to, or you can skip, but this will be graded. So if you skip, it's like a 0. Okay? I would just re-watch it and then click to answer and then click submit. It'll give you the correct answer. So submit, and oh my god, I got it wrong. Okay, and it tells you what the answer is. Okay, and then continue and go to the next one. All right, so the first part of this activity is watch the Edpuzzle. All right, do the Edpuzzle. Then you have a task. This is an assignment that you must do. You need to write me an email. This is the information that the email should have in it. It should have a subject line. You should use the formal address to me, okay? Not the casual. Explain who you are, giving me your name in English, which class you're in, because I could have other classes, okay? Why you are emailing me, and what the detail of your question is, okay? So ask me a question, and you can ask me any question, a real question about that you would like to know about the course, and I will reply to it. Now, I don't want you to send me an email to my email account. I want you to send me an email through Schoology, all right? So you send me the email through Schoology. Just follow the instructions here to do that. And the reason I want you to do that is because I want you to get into the habit of using Schoology, not a Gmail or another, or my Kobe University email. All right, so like I said here, please always use this method to contact me. The quickest way to get me. Okay, so this is an assignment that you need to do this week. You need to watch the Edpuzzle, then you need to send me an email using the information that you learned from watching the Edpuzzle. All right, so this week you will learn how to write formal and informal emails. Now, timed writing. Every week for 6 weeks in quarter 3 and every week for 6 weeks in quarter 4, you will do a 10-minute timed writing activity. Okay, the idea is basically the idea is to try and increase your writing speed, and also the way you think. Okay, so we want to get writing fluency and also the thinking process. So the idea is that over the 2 quarters, you will increase your writing speed. You will be writing more words in 10 minutes at the end of quarter 4 than you are today. Okay. Now, because it's a fluency activity, don't worry about spelling mistakes, and don't worry about if you start writing something and you think, oh, I don't want to write that, you don't need to cross it out. Just keep writing, okay? You are not going to be graded on accuracy. You won't lose marks for spelling mistakes. You won't lose marks for writing something and then changing your idea. The only thing you'll lose marks for is not doing it. Okay, so the writing fluency activity is explained in this document here. What I've done is I've put all the timed writing activities into this document. You need to download this one time only, save it on your computers. Hang on a moment, it'll open up. There we go. So save this once. You only need to do this once. And you don't need to submit this. This is not an assignment that you need to submit, okay? It gives you instructions on how to get a word count. And the idea is to track your own word count as we go, just to see if your writing fluency is increasing, okay? It shows you how to do that as well. So follow those instructions. But the most important thing is set a timer. You can use your watch or your smartphone, or there is a website called Countdown Timer. You can set a 10-minute time limit. And when you are ready, click on here and start typing. Now, your topic for the first week is this: my daily activity. What do you do in a normal day? Okay, you can write about anything. The point is that you just write. Okay, we want to get you used to typing. When you're finished writing, when your 10 minutes is up, just stop. Then get your word count. Okay, to get your word count, just like this, just highlight the text and then go to, which one is it? Up the very top of the page, you will see tools and you'll see word count. Okay, and it tells you how many words, 49, how many words in that highlighted section. And then you can just type that there. Okay, each week there's a different one. Now the idea is this: copy what you have written and then go back to Schoology, okay, and paste what you have written. Oh, I should have done it this way, sorry. We'll go in here. Paste what you've written into the weekly forum. Each week there is a writing discussion forum. Sounds a bit strange, I know, but here it is. And just post it right here, okay? So you remember I copied something from the Word document. Bang, just paste and post. Very, very easy. Okay, that's it. Now the alternative is you don't need to use the Word document. You can just come straight here and you can just type in for 10 minutes. But it's not as neat as this, okay? And also, I just like having this bigger page. I just think that you can relax and type a little bit more. Okay, plus you've got the editing activity in here. Editing functions, I beg your pardon. So the thing that you will be graded on is whether you have posted, all right? You do not have to submit the Word document. That is not your assignment. Your assignment is to put what you wrote in 10 minutes here into the forum. Now you need to do this before, by Monday, okay? Then sometime between Tuesday and Thursday, go back and read 2 or 3 other people, said at least 3 other people's, what they have written, and just write a reply, okay? Just post a reply to them. You need to have 4 posts. Your post, and then 3 replies. If you've done that, you get 100% for your writing. That's it. Very simple. And that was worth 20%, I think. So a very easy 20%. Now, the last thing I want to show you before we do the breakout sessions is each week you have to do a sentence combining activity. And I want to show you what that is. The sentence combining activities are in the course pack that you have been asked to buy this, this quarter, okay? I give you the pages that you need to go to. There are 12 units in the course pack that look at taking short sentences and combining them into longer sentences, okay? There are different ways to do it. The first one you're going to do is using what are called coordinates. There are explanations for this in the course pack, what the coordinate is. The first 2 you are doing is the and so coordinates, where you take 2 sentences and you combine them into one sentence using either and or so. You do the 2 practices on page 67 for and 68 for so first, and then you come back to Schoology and you do the final one. Okay, there is an assessment activity. When you click on this, it will give you, hang on, let's just do a preview. Okay, this is what you'll see. These are the explanations from the textbook on how to use and with an example, how to use so to combine 2 sentences with an example, and then the directions for what you are going to do. When you are ready, you'll see you get 2 chances to do this. Okay, start new attempt. What you have to do first of all is there are 8 sentences, 8 sets of sentences to combine into one sentence. And you have to decide whether you need to use and or so to do that. Okay, so you change these 2 sentences into one long sentence. You have to type the sentence in. Don't forget to use the comma. Okay, don't forget you need a comma for and. And then the very last one, okay, oh, it's out of order. Okay, this one, paragraph. This one, you will see a full paragraph written using all of these short sentences that have been combined into longer sentences. And all you need to do is type in the correct word, and or so, okay? Type in the correct word, and or so. And then you will check your answers, okay? So each week, how do I get out of this? Help. Get me out. Oh, I'll escape it. There we go. Up there. There we go. All right, so each week there will be another set of sentence combining activities, okay? So there are 6 in quarter 3. In quarter 4, there are another 6, but they're all online. okay? There's nothing from the course pack. Everything is done online. Okay, now that covers what you need to do this week, all right? Again, remember at the bottom, there is a summary of the homework. So you need to do the course contents quizzes activity. You need to do the Kahoot about the textbook. So please buy the textbook. You need to do the Edpuzzle writing emails activity. So please register with Edpuzzle. You need to send me an email after you have done that. You need to do the timed writing activity. The topic is my typical day. Make sure you post it into the forum. You need to do the sentence combining coordinates in the course pack and then do the assessment on Schoology. Okay, and just a reminder, there is a video here created by the librarians. This is not an assignment, it's just information for you. It will show you how to use the library. Next year, you're going to be doing in-class activities, and we'll be doing a thing called extensive reading, and you will need to borrow books every week for that. Okay, so this was created by the librarians to help you with that process. So please just spend 5 or 10 minutes watching this video, and it will help you when you go to the library. All right, that was a lot. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing the screen now. Everybody's still here. I want to thank you for your patience. What I'm going to do now is stop recording, okay?